All right, we're looking at number 25 from practice test 1. It is question identifier 3.3.44. So this is from section 3. In the top 7 movies based on DC comic book characters for the US box office as of fall 2017 are shown in the accompanying table, rounded to the nearest million. So these are our numbers right here, and they are rounded to the nearest million. Complete parts A through C below. All right, let's do it. We are looking at first, find and interpret the median in context. Okay, select the correct choice. I'm going to put it in the calculator because I feel like doing it that way. So I'm going to go to my stat, edit, so I can edit my list. I'm going to put this in L1. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to clear L1, enter works. Let's do 6, 4, 3. Enter. And then I'll do 5, 4, 7, enter. 5, 4, 3, enter. 4, 8, 7, enter. 4, 0, 7, enter. 3, 6, 6, enter. And 3, 4, 6, enter. Okay, so there were 7 of them. I'm on the 7th entry, so that makes me feel pretty good. Double check 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 7, 5, 4, 3, 4, 8, 7, 4, 0, 4, 3, 6, 6, 3, 4, 6. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to calculate my one variable statistics for that data set. Make sure this is L1, which it's not. So second, push number 1 gives me the L1 blue submenu, or submenu, or supermenu. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, I have been asked to find the median. So the median is going to be, what is the median? The median is 487. So if we look here, that was the center value, okay? Good. So 487 is the median. It's directly in the middle. So what does the median represent? So the median is the middle value, okay? And so the median means that half or 50% or less and half or 50% or more, okay? So that means about 50% of the top movies made more and 50% made less. Using my lovely little thing here, the median, it was up here. So we're in part A. I should have highlighted it to help me out. I'm going to change this. Just that looks good. So it was $547 million. So about half of your values are higher, half of your values are lower. So we need to interpret the interquartile range in context. So I already have this up here. I'm going to use that. So for the interquartile range, what we want to do to solve that is defined to be the difference between so IQR equals Q3 minus Q1. Okay, so that's going to give you the interquartile range. So that's something you would want to know. I want to change the color. It's a weird pink. I'm not sure why I picked it or when, probably just now. But anyway, so I mean, I have these in here, so we can go ahead and take them from, so it doesn't give you the actual value, but if you know this formula, then you can solve it. So Q3 is on my calculator. Ooh, I read that for my median. I apologize. I've been doing this work for a while. So, I mean, it's good to go. Oh, yeah, see, what did I do? 487, I said that. Sometimes I do make mistakes. That's okay, I'm human. 487. I mean, and that's where y'all, I mean, if you're doing things like circling, obviously you don't have it on your paper, but if you listed out your values and you circled it, you actually put the wrong thing. But again, when you get to stuff like this, you'll start to notice, hey, wait a second, why do I have that number again? But if, you know, if I can see it, that's where using your scratch paper is really going to be helpful for me. So 547 minus Q1 was 366. Oh my, I put it over there instead. 366, so at least I know what it is. And now I will perform that calculation on my calculator. I'm just going to move this because it's shifting over as I type. Oh my. This is actually the last problem I'm doing. It's not, it's out of order. I tried to save the calculator ones for the last, because those did all the iPads first. So it is late and I am making silly mistakes. So 366, that will give me 181. So my interquartile range is $181 million. So I can put another text box for that. I mean, y'all can read it off of there, but that's okay, I don't mind. So that should be 181. Excellent. So interpret it. So the top, I do not buried as much. So what is the interquartile range? So quartile 3 would be 75% or less than. Quartile 1 is 25%. It's the middle 50%, y'all. So that represents the middle 50% of the DC movies had, oh goodness, had domestic. All right, it's part D, it's just not cooperating. So we're just gonna do it like this value, okay? Range. So what is our range? Our range is always our largest value minus our smallest. So I'll go ahead and define that here for you. And these are the kind of things, if you put them on your paper and then you make a mistake, I know you knew what you were doing. It's my largest value minus the smallest value or observation, okay? So the largest observed value minus the smallest observed value. I'm just trying to move this over because I know it's going to be wrong. So I'm going to take 643 and subtract 346. Okay. I'm just going to move it over because I'm running out of room. So again, 643 minus, what was it? 346. 346. So that will give me 643 minus 346. That gives me 297. Well, don't say the and, 297. All right, so $297 million. Why do we prefer that as a rate over the range? So the interquartile, let's think about this in a little context. So the interquartile is the middle 50%, right? So you're looking at what values are in the middle. It actually depends on many of the observations because you're actually looking for the 25th percentile and the 75th percentile, really. So, oh, sorry, y'all. Whereas the range is only looking at the smallest and the largest. So it's only looking at those two. And so if you had outliers or something, it's really not going to take into account any of these other ones. So we want the interquartile because it depends on many and is therefore more reliable. Oh, goodness me. Okay, so we're going to pick A. All right, so that is question number 25. And it is question identifier 3.3.44.